Hello everyone, I'm hiding behind the pages, and today I'm going to do a book talk on The Sandcastle Empire by Kayla Olson. I fell in love from the first word, the first sentence. Honestly, I just fell in love with everything. The first sentence actually is, "I won't miss these mornings." And as soon as I read that, I had a million thoughts running through my head. I was like, oh no, thinking, oh, maybe someone died, maybe something catastrophic happened, like just a million thoughts going through my head. As I continued reading, I realized that this is honestly the best book that I have read since Divergent, and I never thought that I would find a book as good or better than Divergent, and then voila, The Sandcastle Empire. I'm not very good at summarizing without spoilers, so if you don't want spoilers, stop watching now, please. It's about 4 girls who end up escaping this war-torn, controlled environment. They're in concentration camps that are run by the Wolfpack, and originally the main character Eden was just planning to escape, go to a boat and escape, but then another character, Alexa, set off a factory explosion, which then started a stampede of people that came to the beach, which was infested with landmines, so as you can imagine, that didn't go very well. So Eden was like, oh great, I'm not gonna be able to escape, I'm stuck here for God knows how long. And then Alexa came along, and they escaped together, and then 2 other girls, Finley and Hope. So Finley, Hope, Alexa, and Eden all escaped together. They got to the boat, and they started sailing to what they hoped would be the Sanctuary Island. No one knew of what the island was other than Eden, because Eden's father left her a field journal that had a bunch of notes and different things and directions guiding her to the Sanctuary Island, and no one believed her, and she talked her way into let's go, because a couple of the girls wanted to go to somewhere in Mexico, and she was like, we're not even gonna get there, and if we do, it's and we're gonna get raped and blah 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 blah. So she talked her way into sailing there, and she was the only one who knew how to sail very well, so they made it there. And they found the island. It's jungle. There's nothing but jungle. So they were staying on the beach, and one day Finley disappeared, and so Hope, Alexa, and Eden were like, well, we gotta go into the jungle, we gotta go find her. So they went in, and they were looking for her, and they found the temple, or what they thought was the temple, and they got into the temple, and there was a lot of technology and different things. So there was lasers that, luckily, because Alexa was an ex-wolf from the Wolfpack, she was able to get in past the lasers. And then there were these beetles that came chasing them, and they were blood-sucking beetles. They are vampire beetles. No, not really, but yes. And Hope was bleeding, so the vampires came after, and they were attacking, and so they ran out, and they didn't get to explore the temple. They went back to the beach, and I think it was the next day, a boat came, and it had 3 guys and Finley on it. So they Hope, Alexa, and Eden were very skeptical as to oh, can I trust them, and what are they gonna do, why are they here, how did they find it. They ended up realizing they had to work together, and they went and explored the jungle, and they found the lodge, which was the actual beginning of the temple, and where everybody lived. And they had to go through giant bridges in the trees, and through lots of different things, and different traps from the technology and stuff like that. And they finally got there, and they got to the lodge, and Eden and her new boyfriend, I would assume, because they kissed and stuff like that. So I'm assuming I'm just gonna go with boyfriend. They went together into a river thing under a cave, and they decided that they were gonna let him go and turn himself in, so that would be a distraction for her to sneak into the lodge. And so he did that, and she snuck into the lodge, and her worst nightmare, a pit of snakes. There was no other way, she had to go. So she went, and she got attacked, and she made it in, and she fell past the there was an invisible barrier. So she got past the wall, and she fell. And when she fell, she broke this vial that she had in her pocket, which was a vial of her father's blood. That was one of the only things that she had left for her father, because her father died 2 years before the war. So that was all she had left. She had his blood, his teeth, his wedding ring, and the field journal. So when she fell and she felt that like the vial shattered and her whole world came crashing down. She sat there for a minute and like just couldn't believe that after 2 years that the vial had shattered. This guy came out of the door and was like, "Yo, miss." Yeah, he was like, "Yo, miss." He came and he said that she needed to be escorted into the lodge, into this office. So she was like, "All right, well, there's one way to get into the lodge." So she went in and was escorted down this weird into like the middle of nowhere, and she walked into this office and she immediately recognized handwriting and different things. It was her father. Newsflash: her father's not dead. Thanks, Kayla. That was a great surprise. I threw my book. Thanks, Kayla. So her dad's there. Her dad's alive, very much alive. She's in shock. She sees that he has the wolf tattoo on his wrist, and so her immediate thought is, can I trust him? Like, why is he part of the wolf pack when all he was talking about was the sanctuary island? And so they began to talk, but they needed to turn her into a hollow wolf. So Pellegrin, instead of giving her the hollow wolf like thing, he gave her a vaccine, which means that she can never be completely like mind controlled and turned into a hollow wolf. But she was given the hollow wolf tattoo so that if the evil psycho lady, who eventually dies, were to see, she would just look like any ordinary hollow wolf. So they began to work together, and it began to make a plan on how to continue to work with the Allies and take down the wolf pack. So the three guys, Hope, Finley, Eden, and Alexa, were either turned into hollow wolves or Alexa is already a wolf. So she's already part of it. They went to a secluded island, and Eden was given a blood lock, which is her father's blood, but what no one knows is the blood lock contains every piece of information, every thought, everything that goes through her father Will's head. So with that, if, God forbid, Will were to die or something were to happen to him and they had the blood lock, they would still have all of the information about the project and the different things like that. So Eden's main goal was to go to the secluded island and give it to his trusted colleague. She made it there, everybody made it there. Crazy psycho lady Ava figured something out and like told a couple of the guys to kill Eden, and she survived. Her boyfriend almost murdered her, but he didn't. She survived. And she gave the blood lock to the friend, and they all went back to the lodge sanctuary, and they were reunited, and that's kind of how it ended. It ended with her coming back and seeing her dad, and it ended there. So everything went fine. Her dad's alive, not dead, and they're on the little lodge thing out of like wolf pack territory for now, even though it's run by the wolf pack, but it's run by her dad, so hopefully it goes well. I'm not very good at summarizing books, so you should go buy this. Cover's different because this is the Owl Crate cover, but you should go buy this and go read it because it's amazing. So go buy Kayla's book because she's amazing, she's really nice, and go read it. That's all I have to say. Go read it.